I have been sitting here trying to hype myself up, get recording, get this video started. God, it's been 2 weeks since since Wrapped dropped, and it's one of my most anticipated times of the year, without a doubt. Probably the only thing that Spotify does right. We'll definitely get more into the morality or lack thereof when it comes to Spotify, but this video is just straight up a celebration of music. That's how I've always seen it. As has been tradition for years now, I like to have a lot of fun with my Spotify rap statistics, the songs that make my top 100, the cool little factoids and anecdotes regarding the statistics for my listening habits throughout the year. And if you follow my Instagram, which is of the same name as the channel, in my highlights on my profile, there are certain bubbles for certain years of Wrapped. There's one Wrapped that combines a couple years, it's all messed up, but we're going to go over the screenshots that I took of Wrapped and just go over that in the dedicated highlights of the story, basically. And after we go through the anecdotes, we're going to go over my predictions that I made. Just a little fun thing. See what ended up making it to my top 100 and what ended up not. And then we'll go through the actual list. All right, I remember exactly where I was when I took this picture. Just basically like starting off the whole stampede of Spotify stats and rankings, artist highlights, and whatnot. We won't go over the artist highlights in this. It'll probably take too long. So yeah, there's a lot more in this Wrapped highlight reel on my Instagram than what we'll cover in this video. Check this out. 82,159 minutes. So, the thing about this is, I've been keeping close track and paying a lot more attention to how my music gets listened to on Spotify since 2021. In comparing the years, 2021, according to Spotify, I listened to 46,942 minutes. 2022, big jump up, 73,610. 2023, 75,134. 2024, 79,048. And 2025 takes the record, just became longer and longer and longer, my listening habits. According to this, I listened to 433 genres, which is actually insane. I think in 2023 it said I listened to like 70 something. Top genres, number one was alternative metal, which, I mean, it checks out. 2 would be alternative rock, 3 electronica, 4 hip hop, interesting. Most of that's probably Mac Miller. And 5 would be hardcore. Hell yeah. According to Spotify Rap, my listening age is 43, and I kind of hate how accurate that is. It's actually kind of hella funny. It says, since I was into music from the late 90s, I've got decades of good taste. Whatever. Yeah, I tend to listen to a lot of older music. Also, according to this, I listened to 9,736 songs this year, which is actually like almost 100 less than last year, if I remember correctly. Can I guess my number one? Yeah, and I guess correctly. It's Emergence. Emergence is my number one song of the year for according to Spotify Wrapped. And of course, it came out early in the year, and it was super hype. It's one of Sleep Token's best songs, I would say. And yeah, of course, that's topping my list. Followed by that, number 2, Gethsemane. That obsessed with that song. 3 is Provider. I listened to that a lot more than I thought I did. By Sleep Token. And then 4 would be Soft Spine by Spirit Box, which is kind of, I expected that. And 5, Milk of the Madonna. Speaking of which, I have a reaction to that song when it first dropped. It actually kind of did well relative to this channel, and one of my best reaction videos, I would say, possibly. According to this, I listened to 470 albums this year. Hell yeah. Top album, obviously, Even in Arcadia by Sleep Token, which came out in May earlier this year. Says I listened to it for 1,432 minutes. And my top 5 albums here, this is interesting to me. Number 1, Even in Arcadia, Sleep Token. Number 2, Private Music from Deftones. 3, Bodies by Thornhill, which came out earlier this year. As well as number 4, which is Tsunami Sea by Spirit Box. And it says here, I never would have guessed this one would even make it on here, but the new Skrillex album. Thank you, Skrillex, you think you're Andy Warhol, but you're not. I was kind of fully expecting Interpol's album, Turn on the Bright Lights, to be here instead, because I think I listened to that album much more than the new Skrillex album. Very interesting. If you guys notice, like, the little bubble showing, like, a song playing, obviously due to copyright reasons, I'm not going to have something playing over as we go through this, but if you go through my highlights, the whole highlight reel in my Instagram, I basically attach songs as like a soundtrack as each slide goes through. And I listened to one audiobook, which was Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. I was a big fan of the N64 game, and I saw that they had this on here. I was like, oh, yeah, screw it, I'll check it out. There's a soundtrack to it and everything, and it's actually a decent book. It's a neat story. The narration, and the sound effects, the voices that the one guy gives everybody is it really sells the book, the actual narration, the audiobook itself. It makes it so much more entertaining. And I forget who narrates it, but props to that guy. Of course, without any surprise whatsoever, Sleep Token's my number one artist. Spent 2,679 minutes with them, which makes me a top 3% global fan. And my top 5 artists, according to Spotify: number 1, Sleep Token; number 2, Deftones; number 3, Deadmau5, making the year-end list again. 4, returning to the list, they were my number 1 last year, Sevendust. And he hasn't been on my top 5 artists for quite a while. I think maybe since 2020. I could be wrong about that, but Devin Townsend, the magician himself, one of the most overlooked and underrated artists in the world, an endless treasure trove of a catalog. And according to this, I guess Grit Collective is what I have no idea what this is. My role as a collector, I often save music to my library, building a large club collection, which is true. And according to this, 9% of global listeners are in my club, and my club favorites include Gojira, Spiritbox, Devin Townsend, Machine Head, Mastodon, and Sleep Token. Hell yeah. Like, easily some of my favorite artists, period. Okay, here we go. Here's, like, the actual wrapped emblem, I guess you can call it, summing up everything, basically. I guess for some bonus crap, April 27th was, it must have been on my way out of Vegas. I don't know. If you're not interested, I guess you can look at these. You can pause and look at them. Or go to my actual Instagram and take a look yourself. And, yeah. Then I go on to basically do a celebratory barrage highlighting each artist that made it onto my top 100 songs for the year. And obviously, starting with Vola, Glass Mannequin, but we're going to actually just do it ourselves right after we cover this. It's pretty cool, though, not gonna lie. It's just basically giving props to the countless artists that did make my top 100 for the year. But as for my predictions, so I put 114 songs on this prediction list. Some that I listed that ended up not making it, some that I didn't even list at all ended up making it into my top 100. But using this handy dandy whiteboard, we are going to keep track of the songs that I predicted but didn't end up making it. Obviously, this is under my posts tab on the channel itself. And we got one here, Trustfall, did not make it, by Spiritbox. Under the Knife by Thornhill somehow did not make it. Everything from Deftones here made it. Nothing Face, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that did not make it. So that'd be Hitch, Breathe Out, For All the Sin, Blue Sky, well, actually no, Blue Sky made it. Ether, and In Everness, and American Love. Undone by Failure did not make it. Interpol, Obstacle 1, and Stella didn't make it. Super Heaven, Numb to What Is Real, unfortunately didn't make it. Soulblind, Head did not make it. Mac Lethal, Calm Down Baby did not make it. See, there's Gasoline. I thought that would make it, and it didn't. The Unknown by Crossfade, nope. Most of Throne actually didn't make it. That'd be Guilt, Backfire, Look at Me, and Grey Out. Sevendust, Burn, and Death Dance did not make it. Neither Motorhead songs, Stay Clean and Damage Case. I thought those would actually make it. In the post, I say the farther down you go, the more likely that the songs wouldn't make it, but that's why I kind of separated here. 14 more that might make it. This one actually ended up making Joyride. You Walk Away made it. Chevelle, Rabbit Hole did not make it. Hard Time Killing for Blues did not make it either. Kim Dracula Killdozer did not make it. Big Ass Truck Beef did not make it. Kendrick Lamar, The Recipe, the Black Hippie remix is a no. Trekker Holy Mountain, Scissorhands was a no. Immure, MDMA, and Post Malone Finer Things did not make it. So that would mean that 32 songs ended up not making it for my predictions. So 114 minus 32. I'm such a goddamn nerd, dude. That would make it 82 of my predictions came true. So let's go ahead and get into the nitty gritty here. But first, songs that almost certainly would have made my top 100 songs of 2025 if Spotify actually counted November and December. Turnstile's Never Enough, Mac Lethal's Calm Down Baby, Dogblood, Skrillex, and Boys Noise, their song Break Law. Killer track. Thornhill's Under the Knife. I've been obsessed with that song lately, and it didn't make it. Typo Negative's Everyone I Love Is Dead. Chris Thomas King's Hard Time Killing for Blues from the Oh Brother Where Art Thou soundtrack. Two Chevelle tracks, Rabbit Hole and Mexican Sun. Via Nova and their just spine-bending, spaghetti-making song, Yeah Yeah. And the second single off of Carnival's upcoming album, Awazora. All right, y'all. Got this mustache draw from Chili's. It's time. Top 100. Let's go. As we just saw a little bit earlier, number 100 is Vola and the song Glass Mannequin. I was rooting for this song to make it. Definitely my favorite off of the newest album, which I think came out earlier this year. Is that right? No, it came out in late October last year. Either way, still a very solid album, very enjoyable. We have a lot to get through, so let's go ahead and speed through this. 99, Dougal and Gammer, and their song Burn. Really happy this one ended up making. I didn't expect it to, definitely. Easily one of my favorite, like, hardcore songs ever. And we're talking hardcore, like electronic hardcore. I've seen both of them live. It's been years, but they hold a very special place in my heart. 98, Thornhill, and their biggest hit, I guess you could say, until Obsession came out. Where We Go When We Die. Just fantastic. The Dark Pulse is still my favorite album from them. Just amazing. 97, this one ended up making the list, same as last year. Nails with Give Me the Painkiller. Just a raging anthemic barn burner of a song. 96, Crosses, Big Youth, featuring LP. This made my list last year too because their newest album was getting constant rotation. 95, Seven Dust with Under It All. I expected this one to be a lot higher. It's off of their acoustic album, I guess you could say, and it is a underrated gem. Honestly, the whole album really is too. That chorus is to die for. 94, Filter with You Walk Away, off of their third record, and they opened up with it when I saw them at Aftershock in 2024, I believe. 93, Seven Dust again with the song Not Today, off of the highly underrated Kill the Flaw album. This is just such a tense song, such low tunings. You'd think they'd be inspired by Gent. They actually kind of were. Got a lot of rotation for me. 92, Palms with Opening Titles. Was not expecting this. Well, honestly, Opening Titles is an addicting song. Please, Palms, please release new music. I know this was like a new song from a couple years ago, but we need more Palms. 91 is Caius with Supa Scoopa and Mighty Scoop. Oh, Caius, I wish we could see you guys live again. This song and its switch up in the middle to like such a perfect stoner rock riff, just undeniable. 90 is Mastodon with More Than I Could Chew. Obviously, Hush the Grim is still having a profound effect on me. And this year, we unfortunately lost the one and only Brent Hines of Mastodon. This song's been in constant rotation. It was the only Mastodon song to make my year-end list last year as well, except it was a lot higher. Wasn't expecting this one to actually make it on the list this year, but it probably got a few extra plays due to the untimely and unfortunate passing of Brent Hines, who was my favorite member of Mastodon, I would say. I did have a lot more words to say about him during my live stream. If you go to my live tab, scroll down, and it's the video of me reacting to Deftones' Private Music for the first time, because it dropped, Private Music dropped the same night, the same day that we got the news that Brent Hines unfortunately passed away, and I gave a little bit of a tribute to him at the beginning of that. Rest in peace, Brent. Alright, 89. Thornhill, Fall Into the Wind. This is like an interlude track, but it goes so perfectly into the next song that I made sure to have that queued up beforehand. I guess it happened often enough to where it made this list. 88 is Kill the Noise and Dylan Francis with the song Dolphin on Wheels. Just a ridiculous electronic song that goes harder than you think. 87, Sleep Token with Vor, of course, is going to make my list. This is, like, Vor is easily one of my most replayed Sleep Token songs. It's a top 3 song of theirs for me. I actually saw them back in October, and they played it, and I was so f***ing happy. 86 is Interpol with PDA. Like I said earlier in the video, their first album got heavy rotation from me. We'll get a lot more into Interpol here in a little bit. 85 is Soundgarden with 4th of July. It's just those riffs, man. And it's just such a foreboding and menacing, dark, and catchy song from them off of what is arguably their best album, Super Unknown. The song is in such a weird tuning too. It's very addicting. It's great. The whole album, honestly, endlessly replayable. 84. This one was a bit of a surprise for me, but the Dillinger Escape Plan and their song "One of Us Is the Killer." The chorus, man. I mean, the whole song is fantastic. Great vocals, but that chorus, when it hits, it hits. It's so great. 83. Deftones with Metal Dream, one of the songs off of Private Music, the least played, but trust me, the entire album's going to be on here. 82. Bossa Nova and their song Stone Cold. Listen to a lot of trance, like a lot of classic trance this year. Threw on some playlists, as well as some Jack and House playlists and some drum and bass playlists, some jungle and breakcore, and there's a few trance songs that really stuck out to me, and this happened to be one of them. Great track, honestly, check it out. 81, Interpol with NYC. Very, very romantic, smooth, soft song that I really can't get enough of. 80, getting into the Nothing Face, their song Self Punishment. Now, their self-titled album, that's where, like, some of the rawest material they have is there. They record a lot of those songs on their official debut album, Pacifier, but we're talking about the demo version, the self-titled. Self-Punishment, just great riffs. I'm going to gush about them a lot, but let me just tell you, Nothing Faces is so underrated. 79, Jacksomi, Agatino Romero, and Rafaela Cara. I'm probably butchering all those names, but the song Pedro made my list. I heard the song for the first time on a meme. I think it was like some car just like sliding in out of nowhere, and the drop for this song just kicked in. I was like, "Oh, that slaps!" And like, when the drop actually kicks in, that kick drum, that bass drum is just huge. 78 is Crossfade, their only appearance here with the song Colors. Saw them at Aftershock, and they played it, and they played a lot of great tracks, and it was great. But Colors is just one that gets stuck in your head, and you just want to like belt it out loud. Next, at 77 is Nothing Face with the song I Wish I Was a Communist. Fantastic song title, and it's easily one of their heaviest songs. It's just brutal, eviscerating. Just go listen to it. 76 is Monaural with Kiri. Now, I expected this to actually make my list last year, because I attribute it to the anime Ergo Proxy, which, great anime, but the theme song just has always stuck with me, and that's probably why I made this list. It just ended up, like, getting repeated by me so very often. It's a good anime. The ending was confusing. Addicting theme song, and interesting. Anyway, moving on. 75, Seven Dust with Cease and Desist. More of a ballad type-ish song, also off of Kill the Flaw. And it just hits hard. It's heavy. It's got great vocals that just soar throughout the chorus. They're so good. Got to see them open up for Creed earlier this year, and it was great. Number 74, unfortunately the only appearance by them on this list for this year, the band Throne, and their song On the Verge. Still waiting for new music to come out from them, but I saw them. I've seen them twice, actually, but they were at Aftershock this year, and oh my god, they're so heavy. And of course, the drummer is the guitarist from Humanity's Last Breath, the guy who writes all their shit. So you know the production is fire. Yeah, On the Verge is the only song for them that made it on here, but go listen to Throne. 73, Thornhill with Crush. Kind of sexy, romantic, electronic song off of their new album, and it's good. 72, Interpol, Untitled. As we were speaking about earlier, very obsessed with Interpol this year. I actually covered this song. Also in my live tab on the channel, you can find a video of me performing a bunch of songs live on acoustic and doing vocals. I covered this song in particular, Untitled by Interpol. 71, the only appearance from them on this list, unfortunately, but it was Viagra Boys and their song Uno 2. Saw them a year ago, opened up for Mars Volta, Deftones, System of a Down, and they're wonderful. They're absolutely great. 70, Seven Dust and the song Cheers. Cheers, y'all. Another Genty-esque song. This one coming from their album All I See Is War. 69, Giggity, Carnival with the song Drone, first single off of the upcoming album of theirs, long awaited, long anticipated. It's a great track. The single they put out afterwards is even better. There's reactions for both songs on my channel. 68, getting into some killer liquid drum and bass. David Booma, Where Do We Go From Here? Caliber remix. This was on the UKF Drum and Bass 2014 collaboration, and I think it was the first song on it, and it just stuck with me. Like I would get like stuck in my head. I was like, what? What is that song? Where can I find this? Oh, it's this one. Have this in a heavy repeat because why not? It's good. 67, Lantelos and their song Planetarium. Only Lancelo's song on here, but they've made my list for a few years now. It's always a different song of theirs. It makes it like I get obsessed with one song or another, you know? The album Wild Hund is fantastic. I'm kind of obsessed with it. 66, for all the house fans out there, Massive Attack and the song Teardrop. Just listen to the song, listen to the album it's from, and you'll see exactly why it's easy to get obsessed with it. 65, In Flames, the only song that made it on here, Dawn of a New Day. This is off the Reroute to Remain album. That was like a turning point in their career, and going through the discography again, this one stuck out to me the most. Well, this was one of the songs that at least stuck out to me the most, and it was in heavy rotation for a reason. I listened to the song. 64, Nothing Face with Blue Skin. They really know how to blend like heavy instrumental passages and just blend them with melodicism, soaring choruses. Like, this song is quintessential Nothing Face. 63, not really surprised this one made it onto the list again. Super Heaven with Youngest Daughter. Saw them earlier this year, and they played this like kind of early on in their set. It was probably like the 5th or 6th song that they played, and the crowd popped the fuck off. Like, it's a sad song, and it's slow and kind of somber, yet there was a pit for it, and everybody was filming. But the energy was just unmatched. It was like I might as well have been at a Slayer show. 62 is Chicane with Offshore. This is another one of those trance songs that just really hit for me. Yeah, just throw the song on at a visit to the beach. Same with this next one, 61, Caliber and High Contrast with the song Mr. Majestic. Really catchy, earwormy drum and bass track. 60, there's a recurring theme with this one. There's 3 songs that is just centered around this particular song. Daryl Hall and John Oates. Hall and Oates, their song I Can't Go For That. No Can Do. Probably the oldest song that's actually on this list, if I'm not mistaken. And we'll come back to this song soon. Number 59 is Soulblind with Seventh Hell. These guys are a grungy, shoegazy kind of band, and kind of been low-key obsessed with them for the past couple of years. And they got more on here for damn sure. 58 is Super Heaven with Life in a Jar. One of their heavier songs for damn sure. Couldn't really get enough of it. And also, at 57 is Super Heaven with their song Long Gone. This was the lead single off of their long-anticipated album. I mean, it's fitting. Long Gone, you know? First album in 10 years, and that's the name of your first single? Yeah. And it hits, too. It's such a good-ass song. Great main riff. Lots of Super Heaven. Is super addicting. 56, the one and only Che Amy Dorval and her song Joyride, released as just a standalone single, and it's so good. Like, nobody knows about it. It doesn't get any plays at all. It's just like, hello world. Like, Adele could have put out this song. It's that good. Number 55, Nothing Face with the song Murder is Masturbation. One of their bigger songs, and it's easy to see why. It's just venomous. It's got a killer riff. It's catchy. Listen to Nothing Face. 54, Deftones with the song Souvenir. Took me a while to warm up to this one, but I've just been getting more hooked and more hooked and more hooked to it. The new album's so damn good. 53, Thornhill, Only Ever You. Like that, just the first few seconds, like you're just hooked right in, and it's just one of the best openings of like basically any song I've heard this year. It's great. Number 52, I'm really happy that this one made it. Psy, Psy and CL and the song Daddy. I don't give a crap. I bumped this song up whenever I'm driving, whenever it comes on, it's just like, yeah, let me throw this on. It slaps. I don't care. I do not care. 51, we got The Weeknd with the song Timeless, featuring Playboy Cardi. Lead single off of Hurry Up Tomorrow, which is one of my favorite albums of the year, personally. Definitely got some heavy rotation from me. 50 is Soul Blind with the song Everyday Evil. And honestly, it's probably my favorite song from them, period. It's what really got me to fall in love with them. Number 49 is DJ Isaac with the song Rise. Just throw on the song and you'll see exactly why it made it so high on my list. It is a banger. 48, Loathe, and their lead single off of their upcoming album, which we still, as a recording, don't know anything about, Gifted Every Strength. I saw them open up for Spirit Box. They went on after Dying Wish, and oh my god, they opened up with this song, and I just surrendered to the energy, and the whole room just popped the fuck off. 47, making their only appearance here, Knocked Loose, and their song All My Friends, the 2019 version. They put out Mistakes Like Fractures as a single, and with it they attached a re-recording of All My Friends, which is this, and oh my god, it's fucking heavy. And a cover of Slings and Arrows. I forget who does the original version. I was really hoping that Knocked Loose would play this version. That they would, I mean, this is the version now. I mean, if you're re-recording it, it's like what you're going to be playing. But I really wish that they would have played All My Friends at Aftershock. 46 is Soul Blind with their song Searching. It was put out on one of their little EPs, samplers, demos, and it's an earworm. It got stuck in my head and got on constant rotation. 45 is Thornhill with Tongues, the fourth single put out for Bodies, and it's very Deftones. It's clearly like Command and Control off of Diamond Eyes with a little bit of Poltergeist in there off of Koi no Yokan. I'm just like, you guys. You're. I see exactly what you're doing, but you're lucky I hella f with this. I love Thornhill to pieces. At 44, we have Deftones with Locked Club, second song off the album, and I'll never forget the first time I heard it. There's a live stream of me reacting to the album for the first time, for crying out loud. 43. Now, interesting factoid, I guess you could say, about this song is I heard it in a Starbucks, went in there to use the bathroom while I was working. Not that I work at Starbucks. And this song was playing. I was like, this is kind of smooth. And I was captivated by the melodies and the chorus and the production. And I don't even care how gay it is. I fully embrace it 100%. Twin Kids with the song Body Wonder. Very interesting listen, and listen to it quite a lot. 42 will be Interpol, and their highest listing song here, Obstacle 2. Chino Moreno, in an interview, said that first Interpol album, the No Skip album, there's no bad songs on it. And he's right. Turn on the Bright Lights is a 10 out of 10. I took his word for it, and I dove right in, like Stella, a diver, and I fell in love. Hell, I've listened to Obstacle 1 enough times. Thank you, Guitar Hero World Tour. The album really is that good. 41, the highest Caius song here, Catamaran. Really, really smooth song. It really blends the nastiness and clean parts just excellently. And it comes off as like a throwaway track, and it's not. It's really good. 40, Deftones with Departing the Body. This is one of those songs that just grew and grew and grew on me, and it's great. It's a fantastic album closer. Number 39. Other years it was different songs. This year it's another. Loathe with A Sad Cartoon. This was the song that just hit for me. Kind of surprised Screaming didn't make it again. 38. Simply Red with Sunrise. Never forget the moment I heard this song for the first time, where I was. Because I noticed oh, this sounds like that one song. And it samples Daryl Hall and John Oates and their song I Can't Go For That, No Can Do. But I thought the song I was thinking of was sampling this song, which we'll get to a little bit later. Still a really smooth track. It made it a lot higher up this list for a reason. 37, Chris Lake and Solardo, the song Free Your Body. Now, this is just a Jack in House anthem if I've ever heard one. Never forget hearing it kind of like for the first time. Well, it wasn't the first time, but the second time I heard it, I was like, oh, I know this song. It was at Fanime, and we were all getting like drugged up and nice and grooving and heard the song come on. Someone had a speaker. This gal was dancing to it, and I was like, oh, who's this? Oh, Chris Lake? Oh. And the song slaps. Like it's this high for a reason. 36, Deftones with the song Cut Hands. Off the new album. It has that old school kind of rap rock Deftones feel, but it's also very, very of that diamondized Koi no Yokan style too. With an 8-string in the open E note, it's just, yeah. Outro kind of borrowing heavily from the breakdown of Diamond Eyes. 35, Deftones CXC, otherwise known as Constant Zeros. And upon listening to this album, I was like, oh, this is my favorite. This is my favorite song off the album. And I still like it much more than the other songs. I was like, oh, this is what I need. This is what I wanted. Yes, it does sound that good. 34, speaking of Chino Moreno, he can really do no wrong. Crosses and their song Light as a Feather. Really, really got into this song this year. It just hit for me when I was working in Folsom, which is this city in Northern California. It's kind of overlooking the Sacramento Valley. Beautiful views. The higher you go, you got El Dorado Hills there, and you can see Folsom Lake, Sacramento. You can see Rancho Seco nuclear plant. And this song came on, I guess it just hit for me, and so it just became a constant repeat for me. Number 33, another song I covered at that acoustic little show that I live streamed that I mentioned earlier. The band Hum and their song Stars. It comes off the album You'd Prefer an Astronaut, and that album very heavily inspired Deftones. Definitely give it a listen if you haven't. 32, Chris Lake and Green Velvet Deceiver. Just like Free Your Body, obviously the song was in heavy rotation. It's a jack and bass house rager. It's great. I see your lips moving. Girl, what you talking about? It's impossible not to get down to this track. 31, Thornhill with the song Nerve. Second single they released off of Bodies, which is why it's so high. And all of Bodies is very Deftones coded, very much inspired by them. And this is definitely one of their heaviest tracks, without a doubt. Number 30, we're finally getting into some Spirit Box. Their song Jaded. This is from the Fear of Fear EP they put out a couple years ago, and God, like the main riff in it is just so addicting. It's perfect. It's so good. Such a great song of theirs. Really couldn't get enough of it this year. 29, Thornhill with Obsession. This song really popped off for them, honestly. It's easy to see why. It's got some of the greatest metalcore guitar riffs. It's so addicting. At first I was like, what the hell is this? What are they doing? Because I was really into like the prog metal of the Dark Pool, and I wasn't as into Heroin. And this song came out, I was like, eh. And then I got more and more used to it, like for the new metal that it is, you know, and how Deftones-esque it sounded. And yeah, it became an obsession. 28. We're getting into even Arcadia now. Sleep Token with Infinite Baths. I didn't think this one would make it because I listened to it a lot less than the other songs on the album, but I listened to the entire album enough times, it makes sense that it's actually here. Same with this one, 27, Sleep Token, the title track, even in Arcadia. Have you been waiting long for me? Yes, Vessel. I have. I will die for that, man. I don't give a fuck. 26, Nothing Face, Bleeder. This is off of their album Violence, and I believe it is the lead single off of it. Or at the very least, it's the song that did the best. And it slaps. It absolutely slaps. Such a great blend of melody and heaviness. Great little catchy bits here and there. It's great. 25, Deftones, Infinite Source. This song's been doing really good for them. Like, I guess it's like way high in the charts and shit. Radio's been playing it a lot. It was the song that they put out, like, I guess, the day of the release of the album. And it's easily one of their best. Like, it's... like, come on. 24, Deftones again with I Think About You All the Time. Man, if this song didn't hit for me this year in particular, it's so good. Riding your wave, wrapped in your calm. Like, it's so f***ing good. 23. Sleep Token with the song Past Self. Such a simple and straightforward song, but like it's all Vessel. It's all Vessel. It's all just straight R&B. It's great. 22. Interesting story about this song in particular. It's Adele and the song Send My Love to Your New Lover. Earlier this year, I was jamming with some guys who were trying to get like a project together. It was like post-rock, post-metal, real shoegazy, a little sludgy. And usually after practice, I would go to downtown Sacramento and go to this bar. Very feminist, very pro-woman. They would show music videos on the screens and like play music pretty often. Pretty much every time I was there. Great food, great drinks. Shout out to Heather, homegirl of mine. I knew she worked there, and I was like, oh yeah, let's just go there, right? A couple times, this song and the video played on the screens, and I was like, oh, this is actually like really freaking good. It was addicting, and so it became in like heavy rotation for me. Listened to it quite a lot. Same goes for this next song. 21 is Dirty Vegas and the song Days Go By. This is the song to have going when you're just vibing high and just driving through the Bay Area. You know, you got the San Francisco skyline on one side, you got Oakland on the other, you got the hills on the other side, you can see the bay. It's immaculate. I played this song so many times, I thought it would make my top 5. I discovered it through a fucking Kia commercial, if I'm not mistaken. I was like, oh, this is my jam. Like, what is this? All right, folks, we are officially entering the top 20. Spoiler alert, most of it is Sleep Token. Number 20, Sleep Token, Look to Windward. This has slowly but surely become one of my favorite Sleep Token tracks. Kicks off the album excellently. Even though it borrows heavily from stuff they've done before, they just put it all in this package and deliver it in such a perfect way that's like, oh yeah, did you miss us? Here's the album. Let's start this off right. And they opened up with it, obviously, when I saw them in Oakland, and oh my god. 19, Sleep Token and Damocles. This is the third single they released off of the album, and I heard it for the first time on my way to Vegas late April. So it's this high because obviously it preceded the album by a couple weeks, and it's still really good. Even though it's thematically and narrative-wise, it's very similar to Caramel, it's still a very, very solid song. 18, another killer trance song. It's a classic too. Like it popped off back in the day, as far as I know. York with the song On the Beach, specifically the Maro Picado CRW remix, which I guess is like one of the more popular versions of the song. And there's just a little guitar lick in there that just does it for me. It goes like, and I just became obsessed. All right, number 17. This ended up surpassing a whole lot of songs just because of how infectious and addicting it is, and it was really nice to see them play this live at Aftershock. Deftones with Ecdysis, with an opening that's very Around the Fur-esque, huge chorus, fantastic song all around. 16. Nothing Face, their highest ranking song on this list, Sleeper. Really different from them. It's like if Gently by Slipknot was written 3 years prior. And I'm thinking now, it's like, well, actually, yeah, because Mate Feed Kill Repeat came out 2 years before the song. But I doubt that Nothing Face actually heard it. Sleeper is really, really good. It's another one of those like quintessential Nothing Face songs. All right, and to wrap up the lore regarding I Can't Go For That, 15 is a song by an artist known as Hiva and Canedo. Canedo? A very obscure song. The song is called Twice As Nice. It directly samples Daryl Hall and John Oates in the song I Can't Go For That, No Can Do. And it's from another set of Jack and House tracks. Like, it's from one of the random playlists I would just play throughout the year, and that song stuck out to me, and I listened to it a whole hell of a lot. I was like, oh, so this is sampling this, which is sampling this. Twice As Nice, I thought, was sampling Sunrise by Simply Red, but Sunrise was sampling I Can't Go For That, No Can Do by Daryl Hall and John Oates. It's like, okay. So I got a kick out of all three songs all of 2025. Getting into a little bit more anime here. 14 is Susumu Hirasawa and the song Gats. Now, for the Berserk fans out there, you know this song. I started watching Berserk 97 this year, and I got like halfway through it. I'm still, they keep on taking it down off of YouTube, so. But the Guts song, which is what this is, really stuck with me, and so I found the soundtrack on Spotify and added this to my list and listened to it a lot. I also finished Cowboy Bebop like at the beginning of the year, so this next song made it near the top of my list. 13 is Steve Conte with Call Me, Call Me. During one of the final episodes of Cowboy Bebop, this song plays, and I was like, oh wow, more of this, please. And what's crazy is not long after I finished the show, finally, it takes me forever to finish anything, the Cowboy Bebop movie was playing in theaters, and I saw it with a couple friends, and I was like, I've never seen this before, and so it was an amazing experience. It's a great, great song too, honestly. Number 12, Sleep Token with the song Dangerous. This song pops off like the sexiest club banger you've ever heard. It kind of borrows a bit from Vor, which I'm very happy about, and what I wouldn't give to see them play it live. Number 11, Sleep Token with Caramel, second single off of Even the Arcadia. What's crazy about this song is because I'm so divided about it. I'm just like, you're just mashing these genres together and hoping they work, and they kind of do. I mean, hell, I've listened to it enough times. It's really the narrative of the song that really sells it, because it's like, you guys have given me so much fame and money and attention off of the success of Take Me Back to Eden that it's kind of hard to manage all of it. Like, I'm so, so grateful for all of it, but I'm also scared, This song popped off so hard. I think it reached number 34 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. I'm not even kidding. It surpassed Emergence, and it even became recognized as New York Times' #1 song of the year. That corporate liberal rag recognized this art as the best song of 2025 above everybody else? What? I'm so blessed. Like, I'm so proud. The Sleepy Boys did it. It's just insane to me how a song with a black metal section, blast beats, and screeching vocals in the bridge ended up achieving that. Ever since it managed to reach 34 on the Billboard. Alright. Top 10 songs. Here we go. 10 is Deftones' My Mind is a Mountain. A birthday gift for me. The lead single off of Private Music. So obviously it got more rotation than usual. And it's such a strong single, honestly. I still enjoy it very much to this day. Number 9. Oh, I was addicted to this one. Spirit Box. And the song A Haven with Two Faces. Saw them earlier this year back in May. They didn't play this one, unfortunately. I was so sad. But man, very, very powerful song. I listened to quite a lot of Tsunami Sea this year, and in some ways, I enjoyed it more than Eternal Blue. And this one, I just really couldn't get enough of. But there's another one I couldn't get enough of more, which we'll get to. But we already kind of covered it at the beginning of the video, sort of, kind of. Number 8, The Weeknd with Niagara Falls. Now, I wasn't kidding about Hurry Up Tomorrow. I think Hurry Up Tomorrow is one of The Weeknd's best albums. Honestly, I think since the trilogy, to be honest. I mean, I love Beauty Behind the Madness and Most Starboy. And he's been on the synth pop kind of 80s style for the past several years. But Hurry Up Tomorrow really harkens back to a lot of the trilogy era and incorporates a lot of newer stuff too. So it really is a healthy blend of everything he's made up to this point. And Niagara Falls was one of the songs that really stuck out to me the most. It really was one of the albums I enjoyed the most this year, like no joke, which is what makes it more upsetting because he's like literally one of the biggest artists in the world. Hurry Up Tomorrow was like pretty much completely snubbed by the Grammys this year. And this isn't even the first time that The Weeknd has gotten snubbed. It's just like, can you give the guy a break? I mean, he's not a very good movie or show maker. I can say that, but like a lot of his stuff kind of speaks to me on a personal level because of his addiction issues. I haven't seen this movie, but if it's on the same quality as The Idol, I don't think I'm very interested. Only saw 2 episodes of that and never finished it. But come on, man, the album's great. All right, number 7, Thornhill, Silver Swarm. I knew this would be way up high on the list. Of course it was. This was the 3rd single released off of Bodies, and it's really what clicked for me. I was like, oh, I see exactly what they're trying to go for with this album. And it feels hard. I remember just distinctly in March when this single was still pretty brand new, hanging out with some friends, getting drugged up and drunk, and I was like, play this song. And it just hit so hard for the moment, honestly. And I just listened to it again and again because there's so many, like there's like a pre-chorus, like the verses, the pre-chorus, the chorus itself, and just the way it progresses. It's so good. It's so damn good. It kicks ass. I love it. Number 6, we're just shy of the top 5 now. Number 6 is Failure with Another Space Song. If you follow me anywhere, you would know how much I've been making a fuss about this song and how obsessed with it I've been. I did like a little guitar cover of like the first minute and a half. Once I eventually finally someday come out with my Aftershock 2025 vlog, you'll see me filming Failure play this song at the main stage. I just became absolutely obsessed. Fun fact about the album this song's from, A Fantastic Planet. According to an older magazine, I guess this album is Vessel's favorite album of all time. Vessel from Sleep Token. Yeah, I mean, of course, dude. Alright, top 5. We already covered it. We'll get through it quickly. Deftones, Milk of the Madonna, number 5. Made a video reaction to the song. Go watch that. That's pretty much all you need to know. Number 4, Spirit Box, Soft Spine. This song pops off harder than the implosion of the Titan submersible. This song goes harder than a bus wreck. This song is more pissed off than a 6-pound chihuahua when the doorbell rings. This song is heavier than the Himalayas. I've had the fortune of seeing the song play twice, and it should probably get the Grammy. Number 3, Sleep Token, Provider. At first, when I heard the song, I was like, okay, this is very generic, kind of standard, kind of throwaway. But it's the chorus and the bridge that really throttle the song to the stratosphere. I mean, the chorus alone is addicting. But the bridge, our bodies converse like old friends, exchanging the years in silence, with something unsaid on both ends. Surely we know the difference. It's like, oh, fuck my fucking pussy. Number 2, Sleep Token, Gethsemane. I mean, if you've listened to the album, you would like understand that this is the best song. You listen to this song and you're reduced to that Peter Griffin meme when he's listening to Lionel Richie. Like, it might have been Lionel Richie, I forget, but when he's like, "You have been hurt. Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Who hurt you?" That's how I felt. That's how I continue to feel every time I listen to the song. And it's structured so amazingly. You have some swancore in there. You have some big, grand, epic gent in there. You have some killer metalcore riffs in there. And then you just had like the smoothest, sexiest R&B outro they've probably ever fucking written. Like, how, Vessel, how do you come up with this? I sang this song at karaoke once, and it's like, the emotions run so deep with this song. Also reminded of the meme with the stick figure carrying a rock. To whoever hurt Vessel and inspired him to write the song, come here. And number 1 is Sleep Token, Emergence. Enough said. Everyone and their mother heard this song when it first came out. I mean, I've even managed to hear it on rock radio. Really should be no surprise. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally through the entire Spotify Wrapped, I guess you could say. Top 100 songs. This will be my last one. I'll tell you right now. This will be my last ever Spotify Wrapped because I am migrating to more ethical streaming platforms. Of course, nobody's perfect, but Spotify is specifically bad, and I'll be addressing it in a later video. In the meantime, I hope you check out my other videos. Subscribe if you have not. Leave a like so this gets a boost in the algorithm if people are still caring about the Spotify Wrapped, I guess. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what your Wrapped look like. Or if you use like Apple Music or Tidal or YouTube Music, whatever. What ended up topping your list? What ended up being the most played songs and artists of the year for you. And hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a video or when I go live. It just doesn't matter as long as you enjoy. This is off their song. I guess 9% of global. Ooh, shit. The like to whoever hurt Vessel and inspired him to wrote. Like whoever hurt it